Welcome back to the Media Unrestricted Podcast. I'm Dylan.
And I'm Chase.
If I'm not mistaken, since the last episode me and you did together, we got a new subscriber,
Yes,
I think.
yeah, we had on my episode that I recorded, we had another one, and then right after our episode, we got another one. So yeah, we've got 15 subscribers. So thank you to everyone. We definitely appreciate you.
Thank you. I'm going to get right into the main topics right now for you. All right, and the first topic we have for you is that the spin-off that was announced for A Quiet Place, there's no official name for it yet, has officially locked in its 2023 release date. Now, it's right here. It's March 23rd of 2023, and that's according to the playlist. And I'm reading this on the article on IndieWire. And it says that Paramount Pictures has already set aside March 23rd, 2023 as the date for the new feature film set in the Quiet Place world to be helmed by director Jeff Nichols. It will not be directed by John Krasinski. And also, it's been announced that John Krasinski won't be directing the third Quiet Place movie either.
Oh, really?
Yeah, didn't you hear about that?
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's...
I know he had an idea, but I mean, that kind of sucks. But I know I heard about this, like doing the spin-off, and I seen on the yeah, it says right there the film is not expected to be Quiet Place 3. Like, a couple things were saying that it's Quiet Place 3, and like, no, it's the spin-off. I am interested to see what you could do for a spin-off. Where are you going with the spin-off? I assume we would go away from the family and just go maybe to somebody else. Maybe like the boat scene they talked about in the second one, or just what else can you do? Maybe have it where it takes place off after the second one and see what someone else is maybe trying to do to stop the monsters or something like that. Is Krasinski producing? I thought I heard that he might be producing.
Yeah, I think he's producing. He's just not directing.
So at least he's still got his hands in on the film. I think he should have directed the third one, like the final one.
Maybe he is, and I'm just remembering it as this one, but I just can't remember.
I hope he is, at least, because I feel like he needs to direct the last one, like a third one, and make it the last one and cap it off. Before we go on to the next topic, since I did my spoiler review for it last week, I wanted to get Dylan's quick spoiler thoughts on part 2, if he would just give just a few off the top.
Yeah, I don't know if I didn't watch Chase's solo episode yet. I will, don't worry. But I legitimately think this one is better than the first one, and I saw a video from a YouTube channel called Mr. Sunday Movies, who made a video titled "Is A Quiet Place 2 the perfect sequel?" And I'd say yes, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, all of the characters obviously the same as they were in the first one, but they've somehow made them better. I don't know I can describe how they made them better, but they've advanced the story in a way that makes sense. They've given like humanity and everyone like a way to fight back against these things, like 100% with the daughter and her hearing aid thing that she does.
Yeah.
So, and that's gonna be probably getting out within the next movie or the spinoff, maybe, who knows. But like, how to beat them is definitely gonna get out there, and it'll actually give humanity in their universe a fighting chance against them. And Cillian Murphy's character was really cool too. I really liked him. He was basically the John Krasinski of this movie, and he did play it up pretty well. He protected him when he needed to.
I was just glad his role was bigger than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
I'm glad they didn't, because like I said in the video, I thought they were going to make him like a villain, like kind of like a bad guy, but I'm glad they kind of made you think he was, but he wasn't.
Yeah, I like that too. And I liked how at the end, I like about this movie that it like, it's sort of a Sopranos situation. Not that where it cuts off to black in mid-sentence or anything, but it's like where it just cuts off to the credits. Like at the end of the movie, like it kill them both. She takes the pole out of its head, and then just cuts the credits.
Yeah,
like you don't see what happens afterwards. Yeah. Like they're saving that for the sequel, like they did with the first one. I think they did that with the first one too.
Yeah, she was loading up like the shotgun because they were coming to the house, which they did, I guess. I guess they did change that. Like I think I had mentioned that in the video last time, that I guess the ending, I felt like it was kind of changed, because remember at the end of the first one, the monsters were coming after they shot that first one. So I guess they kind of did change that part, but I mean, As I said in the last video, I think it's perfect if you want to watch both of these films back to back. That's the way I think Krasinski wanted you to do it, and I'm glad he did it in that way. And definitely, as I've talked about multiple times, the kind of the prequel, I guess you could call it, is like amazing, and I'm glad he did that as well, letting us know how the monsters came.
Yeah, if I had to give the movie a rating, I think Chase gave it a 9, and I'm giving it a 9 too. We gave it these ratings whenever we saw it fresh out of the theater too. Yeah. So yeah, my rating is a 9. It's the
yeah, we seen it twice. I don't know if I we seen it twice, and every time it was still good the second time, but we finally found our complaint is just with the, I don't know what you want to call them, those people at the boat dock. Just not enough an explanation about them, maybe, but what their purpose was. That's what I would like to know. Maybe the spinoff can explain that purpose, but I don't know. But yeah, 9 out of 10 for sure.
Yeah, same for me too. 9 out of 10.
Okay, and moving on to our next topic, the Flash movie, which is coming out and eventually, I don't know if, who knows, it's been changing a lot, but they kind of gave a tease of Batman's like new suit. Which is kind of just more or less the 89 suit, just a little bit different. If Dylan it's kind of, it's got the blood on it. That's what I want to know, what that means. I don't know if they ever are gonna mention this in the article, but it's gonna be still cool no matter what, just to see Michael Keaton one more time.
Someone thought that maybe like this looks different than his old costume and looks like possibly armor.
Yeah, it does.
So that armor. With that theory, it makes me think Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah,
like a live action version of Dark Knight Returns with an old Michael Keaton Batman.
Because it is armor. It does look like armor. It definitely is not the original suit how it was.
Mm-hmm.
It's still just a cool, I guess, kind of a sneak little picture that we get. Still, I feel like they're keeping this movie a little under wraps. Well, keeping it quiet from the people. I know, like, we were trying to find, it was a few weeks ago, like there was a set photo of the old mansion, like a thing, but we can never, like, find, or did we talk about it?
Yeah, I think we found it.
I can't remember. But overall, this is cool just to see, I guess, this little picture, and hopefully we'll get more here in the giving months, and maybe we can just get something, because I know this Flash movie's been a pain in the ass, but I guess time will tell. I guess moving on to more Batman news.
The next topic we have for you here is that Robert Pattinson has actually signed a first look deal with Warner Brothers, New Line Cinema, and Warner Brothers Television and HBO Max. Now this particular article is about 2 weeks old, so that's
our fault for missing.
Yeah, our fault on that one. But the main reason I found this article is mainly because at this point we already knew that Batman finished filming. Mm-hmm. And there was a rumor or something that a lot of people were reporting on that you may have seen already, that Warner Brothers executives hate like the new Batman movie because apparently I guess they've seen it and they hate Robert Pattinson in the role. But I bring up this article because this says the opposite to me.
Yeah.
Because we even have a quote down here from right here. It's from Courtney Valenti, president and production of development for Warner Brothers Pictures, and Richard Brenner from president and chief creative officer of New Line Cinema, who said, "We have been incredibly impressed with Rob's eye for identifying dynamic new filmmakers. Additionally, he is continually nurturing exciting story ideas into compelling screenplays. We are so excited that Warner Brothers and New Line will be his new home, and that will get to benefit from his creative commercial passions." So, like, if that to me isn't a thing that says the exact opposite, that they hate him, like what? Yeah. What are people talking about?
Whenever I heard about them, maybe not hate. I didn't buy it from right off the beginning, because it just doesn't make any sense. I mean, definitely from this quote, it definitely shows that someone's throwing out crap. Just I think what it goes back to what people don't like DC movies, and I feel like people are still just trying to get that through people's head that DC movies are bad. I don't know. I've been sold on this Batman movie since that first trailer. I've been looking forward to this movie since then, and I think Robert Pattinson is going to kill it. I have no problems with him. I mean, the Twilight movies they're fine for what they are, but I don't buy anything of whoever said. I don't even know who said it. Did they ever say who said that they thought Robert Pattinson wasn't good as it, or did they?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, no, like I said, I don't buy it at all, and I think this article more or less, I think is proof. I guess it'd be the before proof, but I just don't buy it at all.
All right, so we got some more DC news for you, and that is actually coming from Shazam. Now we've known that Shazam 2 was actually in the works, mainly because the first Shazam movie, even though it didn't make a ton of money, it was very well received from not only critics but also the audiences.
And as you saw last week, I talked about it, they just started filming on it.
Well, also another thing was whenever or after everything with Shazam came out, Zachary Levi, I think himself, said he wasn't even sure if they were going to do a second one because of how much money it made. Yeah. Like, I think he was worried that they weren't going to do a second one.
Going on to Black Adam and trying to see how that went before the thing. But yeah, as I said last week, they are filming as we speak on it. But they gave us the look of the new costume.
I think also with this news, didn't they give us the title? Because I don't think we knew the title before this. Shazam 2: Fury of the Gods. See, it's right. It's right here. Yeah. Because this is like me. Not this in particular. I follow a bunch of movie news movie news people on YouTube and stuff. But like them bringing up this article, this news about the new costume and stuff is the first time I'm hearing about the actual title. Yeah. I've always just heard Shazam 2.
Yeah, I like the title.
Yeah.
But they gave you our first look at his new suit, which I'm not sure why they're giving him a new suit, but no matter what, I like it. I mean, I think it's really nice. I some reason I still like the first suit from the first movie better than this one, but that's just my opinion. Some people think this is more comic book accurate, but
I don't know. Some people also think that like they're gonna give Black Adam like a suit that looks kind of like this, so they wanted to make this closer.
Yeah.
So I think that might be where that's coming from. I feel like
he kind of looks like he's almost the Turbo Man.
The Turtle Man?
Turbo Man.
Turbo Man, yeah.
From Jingle All the Way, if anyone remembers that good movie. But I think it's definitely a cool look. Shazam 2 is going to be, I think, a blast, just like the first one was. I don't know who the villains are. If Black Adam's going to be the bad guy or if it's somebody else. I think it's probably going to be somebody else. I just got a feeling. But if we didn't know the title, we have a title now, and I know it's filming as we speak. I don't think there's a release date yet, or is there? I can't remember if there is one or not.
I think it was 2023. I don't know, like, if there's... June 2nd, 2023. It's right here.
Yeah, so still forever away. So maybe if we get a set photo link of the villain, or maybe... I just know everyone... majority is coming back, so it's gonna be great to see everybody else. But yeah, more Shazam 2 news probably to be coming at you soon.
Yeah. Hearing probably, I'd say probably in about maybe November or maybe October, November, we'll probably get a trailer, maybe like a teaser. Like,
really, you think?
Yeah, like.
I feel like they're gonna wait till 2022 to get it.
Maybe, but just depends on how something else goes. Speaking of trailers, it actually goes into our next topic, and that is that Tom Holland, since Friday was his birthday.
Oh. Happy late birthday, Tom Holland.
Yeah, and there was a lot of speculation that possibly the Spider-Man Far From Home, I think it's Far From Home, right? Or, no, it's No Way Home. Sorry. Yeah. God, those home ones.
Those titles.
It's weird.
Are bad.
But No Way Home, the Spider-Man No Way Home teaser trailer would be what it is. Would be coming out on his birthday, but he released a video on his Instagram that basically said he's thanking all of his fans for the well wishes and stuff, and then he said hopefully there's more Spider-Man and Uncharted news to share shortly, and a lot of people are reading that as mainly because Uncharted just finished filming like a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
So There's also been like I said, we don't really do a whole lot of talking about rumors, but these rumors are backed up somewhat by people who work at movie theaters, and in particular, there's a image going around of AMC where it shows three different movies and the premiere dates of all of their trailers. They have Eternals, which said May 24th, I think. There was another movie that was after it. I can't remember.
Well, I thought I saw last week. I talked about that there's a rumor in some cities the trailers being already on, like some of the with the movie. I don't know if that was a true rumor or not. Like not here. I don't think it was here in America. I think it was overseas or somewhere. I'm not sure if that was true, but I know there's been a lot of speculation about when this trailer is going to come out. I mean, there's been.
Well,
I feel like everywhere you're getting.
With that picture, the last picture, it said it didn't have the full name. It said SM Spider-Man SMNWH. That's what it said. Yeah. And then it said June 10th, which is next Thursday. So what a lot of people are thinking might be the case is that Disney is going to release the first episode of Loki on Wednesday. And then they're going to use Loki to keep the Marvel momentum going by releasing the Spider-Man trailer the day after. Which would make sense to me because that's the thing. Like, AMC isn't the only one who says they have it's been confirmed by multiple people who work at multiple different theaters that they have the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer in hand. Really? It's just locked behind, I think either they set a time lock or like a passcode lock.
Yeah.
But they do have it at the movie theaters. And according to this picture that's going around, AMC is going to start putting it out on June 10th. So maybe that's the date we got to look out for.
Okay.
Now, the picture isn't confirmed to be real or anything. It could just be Photoshop, but it looks legit to me.
Yeah.
So
I don't know how you would. I mean, if it's a Photoshop, it must be a good one.
Yeah, it looked really good if it was Photoshop, but
I would see that'd be a good thing for Marvel to do. To come out with Loki on Wednesday, and then just right after that, next day, have the Spider-Man trailer, and then just because once that Spider-Man trailer comes out, it's going to be like the Avengers Endgame trailer when it first came out. Like, it's going to be like the thing that everyone's going to talk about. But speaking of that, Loki comes out Wednesday, so we will be able to talk to you all about that next week. And I'm glad it's finally here because it's been a long wait. It feels, but
yeah, it's been it feels like it's been a while since Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah, and Loki is, as you've said many times, was my number one looking forward to. So I'm ready for that. And yeah, so maybe we'll have the new Spider-Man trailer for you next week, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe next week like Jay said, maybe next week we'll have that Spider-Man trailer for you. I'm really hoping because maybe we can do Loki and then the Spider-Man trailer, or we can start off with the Spider-Man trailer or end with it. I don't know. We haven't decided that yet.
I would love to just break down the trailer shot for shot like we did with the Godzilla vs. Kong. Maybe if we can get that. I'm not expecting a lot in the trailer.
Yeah,
but I'm expecting
something
good. But I'm excited. I just want that trailer. I hope it comes. On to our next topic. John Wick 4 added another cast. Donnie Yen, which is a great actor and a great pick. I really liked him in Rogue One. His performance in Rogue One was fantastic. I think he's gonna be perfect for John Wick 4. I just hope he's the bad guy. I don't think he probably is, sadly, but I think it's...
What, you think he's going to help him?
Yeah, we'll play an old friend of Reeves, super assassin John Wick. Damn. I'd like to see him as a villain. I think he'd be a good one. That'd be cool. What do you think of Donnie Yen being cast?
I think he's pretty cool. Like, you know how in these movies, how there's always, like... Well, I don't know if there's necessarily a whole lot of flipping or whatever, but there's like some martial arts with like disarming guns and stuff.
He'd be perfect for that.
And he knows about that because he was in like a lot of those. He was in I think he was in it. Was he the Ip Man?
Ip Man. Yep.
Yeah, the Ip Man movies.
Which I didn't see those. I've heard they're actually pretty good.
Yeah, and he was in Star Wars where he had the staff? Yeah. So he was doing some martial arts in that too. His
performance was solid.
So he definitely knows what he's doing, and he'll probably rock this.
Yeah, I think they're gonna be, if they're gonna be like tag teaming it together, I think that's just gonna be an awesome matchup to see. I don't know when John Wick 4 comes out, but I'm excited for the John Wick 4 because the John Wick series is such a blast. I heard like nobody's just like it, so I need to see that. But yeah, great pick. Go to whoever makes the Lionsgate.
Yeah.
Good pick. And on to our next topic. No surprise, The Conjuring took over the #1 spot on the weekend box office. I wasn't shocked. I knew they would do it because The Conjuring has such a big fan base.
Yeah, and we actually have those numbers for you over here. Like Chase was saying, like, you can keep talking if you want to.
Yeah, it made $24 million for this weekend, which
topped A Quiet Place Part 2, who only made $19.5 million.
Wasn't that far off, but then Cruella, I feel like they took a big drop.
Cruella?
Yeah, sorry, my fault.
Yeah, I think it did.
It took a bigger drop than thing. I know that's that Raya and the Last Dragon we talked about still making money, which is crazy to me for how old is that movie? I feel like it's been out
like
for
a month, maybe.
It's been out for a little while,
like a month or 2 months.
But
did you know only just like I think last week or so, like you know how it was available on Disney Plus to premiere access or whatever for $30 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It recently just became readily available for Disney Plus, like only like no, you don't have to be premiere.
Really, that's cool. I need to check it out.
Like to me that's too long.
Yeah,
but anyway.
But I knew The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It would definitely take the first spot. I mean, I'm still not gonna go out to the theaters and see it.
Sorry, don't expect a review of that for us because I haven't seen any of the Conjuring movies.
Which the first one is a solid movie. The second one, I don't know. I feel like these ghost movies are kind of just they're losing their momentum because I mean, Paranormal Activity lost its momentum. The best ghost movie we've ever had is 13 Ghosts. Fight me, I don't care.
I would argue. What's it called?
The first Paranormal Activity was solid as well.
What are those paranormal movies that came out in like the mid 2010s?
Paranormal Activity?
No, it was something else. I forgot what it was called. What was it? It had the little kid in it. The dad had to go to like that weird, where they had a shitty sequel called The Last Key.
Oh, Insidious.
Yeah, Insidious. The first Insidious movie was so good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. The second one was
okay. It's a continuation.
It's okay. But I probably will see Conjuring. I'll see it, just not till it comes out on video or something. But yeah, I guess Quiet Place 2 still making good money. I'm glad they did, but I don't know if anything comes out this week. So
yeah,
I feel like
I don't think
Conjuring 3 is probably going to be at the box
office. I know these that says June 11th. These ones come out right here.
So Peter Rabbit was going to be
which is another reason why some people thought that was going to come out at that time. Some people thought they're going to put it in front of Peter Rabbit.
The week after the Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard comes out, like pre-screen.
I want to see that.
I do want to see that too. So we'll probably review that one for you. So you can expect that one when it comes out.
Yeah. And
yeah, but not a lot of movies coming out in June. I know July, I think, is where we're going to, because we have Black Widow. So
yeah.
I can't wait for that.
So after we see The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard, I don't think we're going to see a movie until Black Widow.
Yeah.
So there aren't going to be any movie reviews from us. Like there's going to be 2 movie reviews from us, I think, in like the next 2 or 3 months.
Yeah.
So that'll be something to look forward to, and I hope you all enjoy when we release those.
And moving on to our next topic, we'll move to TV shows with a review of Superman Lois episode 8. This was a really good episode, just as this season has been. Dylan, did you catch this episode or not? Because I did. I know you didn't get your thoughts on last time if you caught up to him, but what do you think of Luthor not being who he is?
I think it was a cool. I really like it because
I thought that was great.
I think his name again John Henry Irons. Yeah. I like the idea that they're instead of that him stealing basically Lex Luthor's identity, when in reality he's actually the comic book character Steel.
Yeah. Because
in episode 6, you said, or it was 6, right?
7. 7 was whenever they
fought.
like they fought at that.
Oh yeah, you're right. Episode 7.
Episode 7, like I said, is my favorite episode.
Yeah. When we got the reveal that he even has the hammer that Steel uses, which I thought was cool.
Yeah.
Even I don't know if it was in this one or episode 7 where we saw how he got to our world after escaping Black Suit Superman.
It was this one.
Yeah, which was a cool scene to me too.
What I don't remember if I talked about on the last episode. I talked about how the Black Suit Superman killing Lois.
Yeah.
In like that world, which is usually that's not what usually that's what makes Superman go like that because thing. I thought that was big, and this show it does so much that the other DC shows can't do. But whenever they show that John Henry that was not Luthor, that was like I knew once I saw that. I'm like this show is great, and how this one goes. I know you still get Irons is like still in his I guess what is it, like a prison thing, and I know like this military guy right here is like kind of a Kryptonian guy, and they have to Superman has to fight him like in a I don't know,
like a military vault that has Kryptonian weapons and stuff in it.
Yeah. So like Superman can't use it. He have its powers.
Or kryptonite weapons, which I should say,
cool.
not Kryptonian.
And then Henry Irons like has like this spear thing, and he's got like the thing, and Lois comes in and tells him not to do it, and he doesn't.
It's oddly reminiscent, like you told me. I think you told me it was oddly reminiscent. Either you told me or you said it in your video. It was oddly reminiscent of Batman versus Superman.
Oh yeah, because it is.
I don't know if you told me that or if you said that in your video, but
I don't think I said it in the video. So
I can definitely see that parallel because it's there.
Yeah, and then Superman lets In Your Eyes go on his way, and like, what I liked about it is you don't know that like he didn't make himself know that Superman is dating Lois, because he goes if you need me, you know where I am, and then he goes, ma'am, and then he just flies off. I thought that was a cool thing. But this show I know I saw goes all the way till August, like middle of August, so we still have so much more, and I know Henry Irons is definitely going to be back eventually. Just don't know when. I think he's going to team up with Superman just like he did in the comics. So I can't wait to see how this show continues, because it's a great show, and if you haven't got a chance to see it,
I give this episode an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, 8 out of 10 easily. It said the episode 7 is my favorite out of the whole season.
This article says that it's the strongest episode of the series thus far, but that's arguable, I guess.
I think what also makes this show good is the kids. His kids. The
kids are great.
The development between them is great, and I liking like I think it was episode 7 where he had to try to what's his name? Was it Jonathan?
Which there's Jordan and Jonathan.
Yeah, well, he had to try to like because he's having his hearing problems.
Is that Jonathan or is that Jordan?
I think
it's Jordan.
It's Jordan. Yeah, like he's having this problem, so he's got to try to get in like that, which is really cool to see, because knowing that's how Superman had to do the same thing. Like, don't focus on one thing. But I'm really curious to see how this show can just keep going, because the way we're going right here, I don't think there's no stopping this from being the best Superman show. He is my second favorite iteration of Superman.
Behind Henry Cavill?
No.
Really?
Henry Cavill's my third.
Okay.
The original Superman.
Danny Elfman Superman?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Shoot me.
What is the guy from like the 80s movies?
Yeah.
Oh.
70s movies, actually.
Oh, yeah. I got it. Dean Cain.
I fucking hate that dude. I can't remember what his name is. I hate myself.
Christopher Reeve.
Yes, Christopher Reeve. Thank you very much. His is the best. But I mean, I was so surprised that this guy can, because I can't remember what his name is, can just be as good as Superman, because he was in Teen Wolf and his performance was great in that, but he is like blowing it away as Superman. But I think he's doing an amazing job as Clark. His Clark performance is just great. So can't wait to see how the show just keeps on going and getting better, and see if Luthor is still out there, because I got a feeling at the end of this season we're gonna get a tease to Luthor, maybe.
You think he's gonna be the tease at the end of season 1?
Yeah,
and then he's gonna be the big bad in season 2. Oh, I can't wait for that. I hope it's good.
I don't know who could be him, but it's got to be better than
Michael Rosenbaum.
Yeah, I'd like to see Rosenbaum come back.
That'd be cool, but I don't know.
I can't remember who, because me and him were talking about there was someone that was good.
There was someone that fans wanted, but I don't know which fans wanted it or where or who it was. But there was somebody. I just can't remember who it was.
But let's see other villains that come, and see where the black suit Superman goes, and see what their mayor's up to, what he's doing. But yeah, this was a good 8 out of 10 episode.
All right, and moving on to the next topic here, we have we actually got a first look of Mark Ruffalo on the set of She-Hulk. Now, She-Hulk is actually, I guess, according to this, filming right now that I didn't know about until just now, because I just knew about casting and stuff like that. But they said Mark Ruffalo's on set, and there's a picture. They have pictures right here that I guess this woman shared to her Twitter. There are some people who are thinking either she's a stunt woman or she is who was it? There was another person. Hellcat, yeah. Which I can see. I saw pictures of her.
Not sure who that is, but I like the name.
Yeah, but this is the first look we have of Mark Ruffalo right there on the left. It's obviously him in his probably Professor Hulk mocap stuff. So
it is, which I think is maybe my favorite thing is the Hulk. I really like it. I think it's cool. I know a lot of people I don't think dug it at first in the end game, but I like it, and I feel like he's got to be a must for this show. He has to make his appearance in some way. Not sure what he's doing. I doubt it's going to be a big role, but it could be. Maybe not. I don't know. Do you know when the show comes out? Or
I have no clue.
I know it's like is that last picture is made, I guess, by the same people who did WandaVision. So
yeah, there's no date.
So Tim Roth's going to be in it as Abomination.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Okay. I like Tim Roth's Abomination. I thought it was a really great thing, and I'm glad to see him coming back. So that's cool. I guess to have some more She-Hulk news. I know we talked about it whenever She-Hulk was announced, so I guess now to have the original Hulk there kicking ass is going to be cool just as well to see them together.
And to move on to our last topic here, and that is that Jupiter's Legacy, the superhero show that was on Netflix, got canceled after 1 season. Now, from what I saw, people on the internet and like just normal people who watched it thought I thought they said it was good.
Yeah, I thought I heard so too. It was a show that I definitely something not Marvel or DC, all that different things was cool, and but I guess it's kind of like the Swamp Thing show. It just didn't, people like it, and it just didn't get the opportunity. Because like this article says, we had barely scratched the surface. So I know there's a spinoff, so I don't know if they're still doing the spinoff or what they're doing, but I guess sometime we're gonna have to watch Jupiter's Legacy, the first season, and just see how it is. But that's a sad thing, definitely for the people who made the graphic novels. Cause,
yeah,
I mean, they're probably happy to see, hey, someone's making my thing in a live thing, and then there's like, kind of like, really, that kind of sucks. But I guess we need to see definitely how it is. Josh Duhamel playing a superhero.
Yeah,
could be decent. I've never heard of these before, so it's my first. I never heard of the show before, but like I never heard of these characters before. So, I guess me and Dylan will have to watch the first season and get back to you and see if this was really worth it or if this was a great decision or not.
All right, so we're finished with the main topics, and we're going to move on to the special segment that we've been doing every week. And this week, the segment we have for you is our top 3 favorite superhero movies of all time. And Chase is going to get started with his.
Yeah. This was I guess for us, kind of a have to let you know our 3 favorite superhero movies because they're one of my favorite things to watch. Starting from, this is in the order of, I think, from third to first, so last to first. Number 3, the first Iron Man from 2008. This is a big film because I feel if you don't have this movie, then we wouldn't have all the MCU movies we have. And Robert Downey Jr., like Tony Stark, was a great pick, and I think people were questioning how could he do it, but he did it. The villain, Jeff Bridges' character, I can't remember what his name was great.
Ironmonger?
Yeah, that was
the guy's name. I can't remember.
And I know this was the different Rhodey, but I mean, I can't remember what his name was played him, but the one we have now is better. But Iron Man, because I watched it before Avengers Endgame came out, and I forgot like how good this movie is. And moving on to number 2, keeping in the MCU, Avengers Endgame. This was, yes, it's like 3 hours, but it's 3 hours that don't feel like 3 hours. But I told Dylan before we started, it is the one movie that I want to say I try to avoid watching, just because it puts me in a down mood when you know what happens. If you don't want to see that, everybody knows. But it's still just an amazing movie. The action scenes, that last hour is just amazing. Keeping Thanos going alive. He wasn't in this one as much. He was still. Josh Brolin did a fantastic job. Everyone just did a great job. And this is, I guess, this has been the last Avengers movie we've had, so I don't know if they're going to come out with any more, but this one was great. And moving on to number 1, The Dark Knight. I mean, what can I say about this movie? It's, in my opinion, the best Joker, Heath Ledger. Christian Bale's Batman is... I used to not like it as much, but as I've rewatched this movie a couple years ago, it's definitely is good. I know this movie basically is just a cop drama with Batman just thrown in the middle there, but it's done so well. Like, I didn't know when I saw this back in... was it 2008 or 2009?
2008.
Yeah. That Two-Face was going to be in this. I knew Harvey Dent was in the movie, but I didn't know Two-Face was actually going to be in this movie. And he was great to be there, even though it was very little, but he was a key thing. But The Dark Knight is always that movie I can watch and always be entertained. Morgan Freeman was great. Gary Oldman. Michael Caine. Michael Caine is awesome as Alfred. But yeah, that's my top 3. I could probably rank every single movie, but it'd be really tough from here on there. But now let's just get to what Dylan's picks are.
All right, now moving on to my top 3. I'm gonna start with my third one and then go down to my top number 1. And they're pretty. I already have them in order, so I'm just gonna move down the line here. My number 3 favorite superhero movie is the original Spider-Man movie. Now, this is the movie that I saw. This is the first movie I remember seeing in theaters, because whenever this movie came out, I was 6 years old, like 5 or 6 years old. 6, yeah. I was born in 1996, so I was 6 years old, I guess, when this came out. But no, I was 5. I was 5 because this came out. I think this came out May 3rd of 2002, and then I turned 6 in December of 2002. Yeah. But anyway, this is one of the first movies I remember seeing in theaters, other than Shrek, which I guess Shrek might have been the first one then. But I had such a blast watching the movie theaters. Like, Spider-Man was my favorite superhero when I was a kid. I think he pretty much is everyone's favorite superhero when they're kids.
Yeah,
he was yours too, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's that.
Yeah, he like as far as I know, everybody's favorite superhero when they were a kid is Spider-Man. And to see him in the movies, like in live action with somebody you can actually go meet, was so cool as a kid. You can obviously meet him today too. It'd be cool too, but adults and growing up and stuff. But may have a chance to see him again, Spider-Man No Way Home, but that's not confirmed. But we'll have to wait for that. But yeah, Spider-Man, great movie.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Some of you may be disappointed, but Spider-Man 2 is not on my list. I like the first one better than the second one, but I'm not saying the second one's not a good movie. I just like the first one better because
the second one out of the thing is my favorite. I know I didn't put it on the list, but out of the 3 Raimi movies, it'd go 2, 1, 3 for myself.
For me, I have more memories of the first movie.
But yeah, the first one, that Green Goblin is like makes that movie solid. Tobey Maguire was fantastic. Kirsten Dunst was great. That movie, every time I feel like I watch it, like it's just like it brings back those childhood memories. And then the Chad Kroeger hero song is just like, I feel like it kind of just gets you pumped up, I guess I would say. But yeah, Spider-Man, it's a great pick. Great pick one.
My second favorite superhero movie of all time is the one that brought together all of the Marvel heroes, and that is the first Avengers movie that came out in 2012. Now, this is one of the first movies that, like, pretty much brought the idea of not summer blockbuster, because that was something back in the day. I think that was Jaws, wasn't it? Summer blockbuster.
Yeah, Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park, something like that. But this is the first one that made like the whole audience movie going experience an actual thing. Because people talk about the movie going experience with the Infinity War and Endgame premieres. Avengers is pretty much where it started, because it's just like it's the culmination of all the movies that we already saw. Iron Man, the first Captain America movie, Thor, the Hulk movie, just like all those heroes coming together to form the actual comic book group known as the Avengers and fighting in New York. They fight Loki. We even see Thanos in this movie, which is cool. So, I mean...
Well, it was different. It wasn't Josh Brolin Thanos.
I know, but it was still Thanos.
But it was
regardless, it was Thanos.
It started the Avengers Endgame.
It started the Infinity Saga.
Infinity War. You wouldn't have that without that tease.
The movies leading up to Endgame are called the Infinity Saga.
Yeah, the Infinity Saga. Yeah.
So this is pretty much what kicked off the Infinity Saga, other than the first Iron Man movie.
It was a great experience seeing that in theaters. I do miss those, like Infinity War, Endgame, like the full packed house, like where like everyone's getting into it. This was definitely that movie of 2012. Was it 2012 when this movie came out? Yeah. I had a great time with this, and I'm glad they picked Loki, because I know in the comics he was actually their first villain they fought together. So it was a great pick, and then we could see this thing again, basically in Endgame. And then I feel like maybe we could get it again in the Loki show, like this whole like kind of movie thing. But yeah, it's a great pick. I really like that one as well.
And speaking of that, my number one superhero movie that I love and that I've seen, I think the most out of, well, other than Spider-Man, that I've seen the most out of these is Avengers Endgame. Now Chase had it, I think, as his second most, but Avengers Endgame is my first, because it's just like, I feel like there's no other comic book movie that can beat the feeling you got from this movie in particular. By that, I mean, like, just seeing all the heroes go back into the different time periods. They revisited, like, 2012 Avengers New York. They revisited Star-Lord Guardians of the Galaxy. They revisited Thor from Thor the Dark World. Like, the Asgard from then. So it's just like you get all those memories brought back to you. You see a young what's his dad's name? Edward Stark?
Yeah.
I think it's his name. A young Edward Stark, I think. I think that's what it is, right?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Tony's dad, Tony's father as a young guy.
Which we also had him in I guess he was a little bit. Remember
he was in Captain America.
He was younger in there, and he was also in Iron Man too.
Yeah.
On the film, but this was like, I guess, his biggest biggest thing when he was great.
Yeah, we saw all those where they had to go get the Tesseract and all the stones and stuff. And then you saw them putting the gauntlet together, and then Hulk snapping and bringing everyone back. Like it's all just like really like brings a tear to your eye moments. Mm-hmm. And then Thanos just attacked because he came out of that portal and stuff. And then it's just like you get the final battle where you get the not before that. You get the portal scene, which is the best scene in all of comic book movies.
Listening to that, like the music for that, every time I always get goosebumps.
I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it. Yeah, but it's scene. The best scene I think in any movie I've ever seen. Honestly,
on your left.
Yeah, and then like Chase said, you get the Avengers Assemble thing finally from Captain America, and then you get the big fight, and then. Like he talked about earlier, Tony's death and stuff, man, but it was necessary. But
yeah, it was. But that's just one of those. I felt like because there was people I talked to from my work who saw it, and they said they didn't cry at all or anything. I was just kind of feel like you don't have a heart then.
Yeah,
but I mean, yeah, Avengers Endgame was that. Like that movie. I don't know what I want to like that excitement. You went into the theater, you felt that excitement from the people walking in and everything, and by the time you left you still felt that excitement. And I mean, every time you watch, even though it's 3 hours, it don't feel like 3 hours to me.
Yeah.
And it does its job, and I just I just don't think another Marvel movie could do it, and I might be wrong. The Spider-Man movie could do it if what we hope happens, but I just don't see anything beating Endgame in the Marvel thing.
Yeah, and that's it for all of our topics. If you liked it, be sure to give us a like and a subscribe. We really appreciate it.
Like I said, thank you to all the people who've subscribed and been on our journey. I know last week's episode was different, just being me, but I hope everyone enjoyed it. It was a different thing. I know I didn't have a mic or anything, so hopefully it was still just as good. But
yeah, is it let's see, is it next week or this week? It's next week, right? Or next week? Yes, starting next week, and then the week after that, Chase will be doing solo episodes because I will be away on vacation. So Chase will have 2 solo episodes.
What I had planned for those is I'm going to do, I want to say like a 15-20 minute like news breakdown, like all the news. I'll get all that and kind of give you everything. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it because I had a good time doing that solo one. And but right after he gets back on vacation, we'll
be right back to
the
it.
Duo right back at it, and hopefully we'll have some movie reviews by then. I know there's a movie I want to talk about this episode, but Dylan's got to watch it because he likes those apocalypse movies. So stay tuned for that maybe next week because it's definitely one I want to talk about. I don't want to reveal the title. You might have seen it on the bookmark thing up here. I don't know if it was on there or not, but hopefully we'll talk about that next week because it's a movie I really enjoyed. So we will, I guess, talk to you all next week.
Yeah. And that week that I was talking about, the first week, the week of like the 18th or 19th, I may be back that Sunday. Because I don't know if we're going to be gone all weekend. I think we might be back that Sunday. So maybe there's a chance I'll be back for that.
So stay tuned on that one.
But stay tuned on that one. If you see a video uploaded, here's the thing. Okay. If I do come back for that Sunday and we do film the episode, it will be very rough. It will not be edited because I won't have time to edit it. But it will go up if we do that, and I will make a thumbnail, I promise. But if not, you can expect one of Chase's solo episodes.
Yeah. So we'll talk to you next week, hopefully with some Spider-Man.